Hey, everybody. Justin Chamness here, realestatewholesalersclub.com, where we're all about helping you get to that next deal, that first deal, maybe. Maybe it's that first one. Man, that's the tough one, right? That first one. Yeah, getting that first one.
So we're looking for.
That's the shut up money. Ed,
Yeah,
how you doing today?
I'm well.
Good, good. What you working on this week, man?
Still, believe it or not, working on that deal with that guy David. Still have a chance to maybe do a cash deal with him.
Okay.
And I just spoke to a guy that I'm going to send a contract off this morning. Just my last call here.
Woo! Wait a minute. Do I need to ring this bell?
Well, we're gonna send one off. We'll see what happens.
Uh,
no sale yet.
I know. I'm anxious to ring this bell for you, though. I want to. I feel it.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Might drive there and ring it myself. I don't know.
That's cool, dude. Yeah, that'd be cool. I got a couple T-shirts on the way that say "More Cowbell." You know.
Great line.
Yeah. So, are you working leads that are scraped, like for sell by owners, or where are you getting the leads? If you don't mind,
Scraping the Zillow.
Scraping the Zillow
for sale by owner.
Are you following my technique or whatever?
Yes, sir.
That's cool. Cool. It's working for you then. You getting leads?
I'm getting leads.
Nice. Is it hard to get leads?
No, just take some time.
It's not too tough to get leads.
No.
I remember a day and age when I thought it was. That was before I discovered the text blasting thing.
Yeah.
Text blasting saved me a lot of time and money and frustration. Plus, I love the for sale by owners because I don't have to do the DNC scrub, not the Democratic National Convention,
right.
Do not call. Right.
Yeah.
The do not call scrub. I don't have to do that. And when you get lists and then you chunk them down with the do not call scrub and the litigator scrub they call now, it's like half what it was, sometimes less. So, man, yeah, that's rough. That's expensive business. So that's why I love the for sale by owners. Before we did Zillow, we just did Craigslist. That was the only scraper that was around for a long time, was just Craigslist. And then we got blessed with somebody invented the Zillow scraper. So that's basically what I rely on most of the time now. 3 weeks out of 4. So every month, let's say for example, sometimes twice in a month, but let's say for example we go into a state. It's let's say Indiana. We pick Indiana this week. So we do a scrape on Zillow in a certain price range. So it'll be from 50,000 to 149,999. But we'll do the whole state, but only in that zip code or in those price ranges. And then, depending on how many we get, and what the take is, we'll go from there. We'll do another scrape that's 150 to 249,999. Okay. And then we'll just do a scrape in the whole state, just in that zip, in those price ranges. So yeah, once we run out of, we go up like to 450. Usually we stop. Okay, that's just us. Could you keep going on up the scale? Yeah. Should you? Probably even. Yeah. Then why don't I? Well, because you remember me telling you that the bread and butter is somewhere between 100,000 and 350,000. Okay, so that's the sweet spot. Okay, that's the sweet spot on the bat, right? And Everybody know what I mean when I say a sweet spot on the bat? Baseball, there's a sweet spot. When you play golf, there's a sweet spot on the head of the club down there too. Okay. So
like butter when
yeah,
you hit it.
exactly. It's perfect. Oh yeah, you got that. Ooh, he got all of
So
that one, right? You know?
when you were doing those state gigs, were you averaging around 500 a grouping?
Yeah, we do. We usually average somewhere between 4 and 600 normally. A lot of times we cap out at the 600
Right.
because it'll cap you out at 600, but it's not uncommon for us to get 400, 450, sometimes even a little less. Like sometimes we've pulled it and it's been like 230, 250. And that happens. It happens. So
Right.
I missed it. You've had like 9. You're like a cat. You've had 9 lives. What are you talking about? Were you a porn star? I just came in. You have so many. You've lived so many lives before.
Good
Are you
Lord.
talking about your porn star career? What's going on?
No, we're just talking about getting leads here. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Don't try to. Okay, Justin. Don't try to keep it like we're not telling that because you be taking us down all these rabbit holes. But I'm saying like I'm teasing, but I'm saying like what were you guys talking about? Because I heard Ed asking you like what states and stuff like that. What were you guys talking about?
Yeah, he was asking me about the amount of leads that we get when we do a scrape in a whole state in a certain price range. He was like, do you usually get the full 600 or what's the story on that? And I was like, well, sometimes we do. And then other times we don't get the full 600. It can be 400 or,
Oh, I thought
could be 230 or something like that.
I thought you were telling a story about being in a rock band because I heard state from state, how many gigs and all that stuff.
No, I'm not sure what you must have been listening to a different podcast, maybe.
Okay, Justin, we're not gonna...
I'm not sure what's going on there. It's good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. And yeah, getting leads is not hard. I used to think it was hard, but we'll just do the whole state like that. We'll pull it in those price ranges like that. We broke it down like that, like I was saying. And then from there, we just send out the text messages and people respond. And we want to talk to the ones, hey guys, let me give you a gold nugget. Because I know this is not in the mainstream teachings of this, but what we do is, well, not always now, but we used to, is at the end of it, we used to put of every text message, we used to put the questions, yes, no, or maybe. Okay. And just let them, people are kind of like, people are kind of simple, really. We complicate this. All right. So if you got a text message that said, hey, I'm Justin, I was considering, making an offer on your property today. Would you be flexible on price or terms? Yes, no, or maybe. Okay, let's just assume that was the message. But you see how I ended it with yes, no, or maybe. That makes it real easy for me to be able to go through now the responses and see a lot of folks. You'll be surprised. A lot of folks will just respond with a yes or a no or a maybe. It's crazy. You'd think they would put more than that, but no. It's kind of people are funny. So that's kind of a neat little trick that we figured out here to know who exactly to call back. All right. Because I've had a lot of students ask me, hey, who do I call back? How do I know who to call back? Is there like, do I go through here? Here's the real question. Do I go through here and analyze these properties and get the comps and figure out values and then determine, okay, is it worth me? No. Don't do that. Because that's going to take forever. Right. So, don't do that. You just want to get the yes, no, or maybe kind of responses. Is anybody doing something similar to that or doing that exact thing? You've heard me say that. Anybody doing that exact thing?
I do the same thing with the breaking room down into groups every week. That way my text messages are geared towards whatever price ranges that is in.
Yeah. Are you not using the yes, no, or maybe on the end though?
I'll do something like possibly. Can we talk about it, or should we talk about it?
Okay, so you do use some kind of tie down question.
Yeah, but I just changed it to my own because I didn't want to use the same one.
Yeah, that's a good idea too, just to use your own, right? Because you don't want everybody to break the machine. If everybody's saying yes, no, or maybe at the end, that's going to be picked up as spam words.
Yeah, like also it's like what I'll do is like if they respond to like say like I've already told you no, you've already texted me this last week, and if it's like the template is kind of similar to what we have in the group, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna change that one up.
Yeah. Yep.
What I've done on a lot of them, I just removed a no and just put yes or maybe, just to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've gotten quite a few responses with F no, or you forgot no. But there's a lot of maybes in there. Conversation starters.
Yeah, that's great. It's great.
I got a response recently that just I asked them and they replied back and they said trick daddy.
He said trick daddy? What? I don't know what that is.
Trick daddy was like, okay. Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of strange responses. I've never gotten that
but
one.
I also got a dick pic too, though. So
wow. I've never gotten that yet either. That's funny. Huh.
One coming at you, buddy.
All these damn anonymous dick pics I'm getting today.
Just kidding, everybody. Sorry.
Oh.
And it's just gonna say that picture, yes, no, or maybe.
Y'all know I'm married. I'm gonna have to explain that to my wife. I'm not batting for the other team or anything, baby. I just got a lot of haters out there. That's all. So yeah, lots of funny responses you can get. I've gotten some funny ones too, and I'll continue to get some. But yeah, it's a pretty nice process, I find, for really whittling down the F no's. Those are the ones I don't want to talk to, for real, and getting rid of those. So yeah, I don't know why folks complicate this, and maybe somebody can speak to this today, but it just seems so easy to me to get leads. And I used to hear my sales managers talk about this when I was in the corporate world and whatnot, and they would be like, a lead is a lead is a lead. And that's true. But in other words, they could give you a phone number right out of the yellow pages or something, and they'd call it a lead. And it was just like a random, to me, that's not a lead. And it never has been. Okay. So to just get Zillow itself and call through there, oh, how excruciating to me. Right. So the whole scraping of it and then the texting of it with the yes, no, and maybe on it is, man, to me, it's kind of genius in a way, because now it's real easy for me to get these leads. It's super simple. And then I know which ones to call first, the ones that said yes. Right. And there may be only 2 or 3 of them in this stack, and that's cool. I'm all right with that. There's a handful more of maybes, and I get some deals out of them too. So anybody want to speak to that? Why do folks complicate this lead thing?
Yeah, there's a bit of a process there, A lead, like you said, is just a name. You got a place to start, and then you take that lead, you talk to them. Now, are they a prospect? If there's some similar interest in what you're doing, then you try and acquire an appointment, and then you give a presentation. Hopefully, you get a sale, and then a referral. That's kind of like the process that we've been teaching.
Yeah.
Some people just complicate everything.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, man. I have students that come and they want to, learn how to do this. And it's like, okay, well, here's how you do it. And I got this little video in the VIP Quick Start course, and it's basically me just doing the exact thing I just talked us through right in front of you, so you can copy me as I go along. And it amazes me that some of them get back to me and they're like, I'm still trying to work on this lead problem because I've got a list I'm trying to download, and what else do I need to do?
Justin, I don't think it's a lead problem. I think it's a closing problem. I think maybe that's where
A closing problem?
I think, because we can all get leads, but I think that when we get on the phone and start having that conversation, sometimes you don't know when you have a lead. I think that, based on like my experience being in, Mark's call lab,
Yeah.
the bullpit lab and all that. So I think that's what it is, because, we can always, somebody can say yes, but then when we get on the phone, I think, based on the conversation and stuff like that. So I don't think it's a lead thing. I think it's like that whole giving good phone and all that stuff. So
I agree.
I might be wrong, but that's what I'm getting. That's what,
I agree.
I have something to say about that too, actually. And I think Sandra is 100% accurate on that, that the call thing has been great because we're progressing into that next stage now, I think, to where we're like sick and tired of talking to all these people and then not closing on them. And then I had said to everybody to watch the closing video on the phone thing again, which I listen to often. And even myself, even myself, just the one stupid thing that I like didn't get for some reason, because it's like, for me, I have to listen to things over and over and over. But the one thing of going back and just saying, hey, well, what didn't you like about that lease option offer?
Yeah.
It's like freaking brilliant. I can't even believe how dumb it is to ask that question. Yeah. And then they go and they say, well, I didn't like this or that and the other thing. And then going and using your objection thing right back to them. It's like, I just did one like that yesterday. I'm all, what the freaking hell have I been doing for so damn long, So
I appreciate you saying that, man. I'm glad people are getting use out of that tool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. And that's something I think we're progressing on that morning call thing, to where it's like, okay, we had a call. Actually, Reed did a call today, was on the phone for like really long time. I'm like, look, dude, and she just blew him off at the end. And I'm like, look, man, you just wasted 10 minutes of your life. Let's get to the point. We don't need to talk to these people for so long. So, and that's another thing we're working on too, is, hey, let's make as many calls as we can and get it done in 3 minutes instead of, feeling bad about talking to somebody that tells you no after 15 minutes of talking.
Yeah, the 3 minutes, right? The 3 minutes to qualify or disqualify, that's huge, guys. I mean, that's very huge. I like what you guys are saying today. In fact, it's really, really, really good. I think the conclusion I've come to, though, on this lead stuff is that while we're talking about this, somebody put in the chat on YouTube, because we're a public show on Saturday. Somebody put in there, what's the best list for deals? And I'm just like, well, I don't know. I don't have a magic list. I just talked through the entire thing. But anyways, I feel like sometimes the lead thing is a stalling technique for us. Maybe, am I right? I mean, like not us.
But I agree.
Those people, they have a problem with that, right? You know what I mean? Where it's like, well, these leads, I don't know. I'm going to try to pull, maybe if I pulled a list of something on this and that, then those people will be even more motivated, and I'll just be able to take orders instead of sell something.
What the problem that they don't realize is that it's not so much your list or the leads or your scraping, it's your approach to that scrape or your approach to those leads. That's
so good.
That's the caveat with that. Is like because if you look at YouTube and you look at 2021 prop stream list, everyone's talking about the same lists. Everyone's doing, there's only so many ways you can cut a list and say, oh, it's unique, no one knows about it. It's what's different is the approach to that list is the different thing. And that's where they get hung up on it.
I totally 100% agree with that. Anybody have anything they want to add to that?
Yeah, I do. Hey, on the list, your text blasting list, the
Uh-huh.
ones that don't respond or say no, do y'all they just disappear, or do y'all try to contact them again?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I get asked this question pretty frequently. And then some folks like to argue with me on the answer, but I can only tell you what we do. And what we do is we drop them like a hot potato. They hit the bottom of the can, man.
And never come back.
Never come back. Never. I am not even going to try to build a machine that drips on these people. And I know people are like, well, wait a minute, REI reply, well, blah, 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 you know. And I'm like, hey, yeah, that's cool that you can, but should you? That's the question. Should you waste money on these people that didn't return your reply? They didn't say anything. Maybe they said F you, or they said no, or they said we must have cash only, you know, or I just got an offer, or, you know, do you really want to spend money dripping on those people? I don't. I'd rather go find me some fresh meat somewhere and start filling my pipeline with people that actually want to talk about something, not just random numbers of people who already don't like me.
I guess my thinking was maybe their motivation is not there now, but 30 days, 60 days later, it could be. I mean,
that's true. That's true. That's so
true. I like to follow up with non-response, like in another text in 2 weeks, and I just put them in my system as a follow-up cold. But that's what I like to do, and I've gotten deals from follow-up text, so it kind of works for me.
There you go. So there we go. And see, the argue has begun now, because there's some merit on both sides of this fence. Now, me and Nicholas Gonzalez were talking about this about a week ago, and we decided that, or at least I decided that what I have done in the past when I had a machine that did that, I don't currently have one that will do that. Automated REI will not do the automated replies and drip campaigns. All right. However, I used to have a machine that did. And when I did that, I remember thinking, why am I spending all this money on all these people that I don't ever hear from? And then I got to thinking, but it makes sense to do it. So how about I just middle of the road this deal and hit them like twice? You know what I mean? And that's it. Instead of month after month after month for 6 months or 8 months or whatever. I had it set up for a long time. So, hit them a couple times maybe. Is anybody got anything they want to talk about that? I mean, Rick, how many times do you have to hit a person before they'll? I
usually set up, I think it's 7 texts between 2 and 3 weeks apart. And each text will build off the other one. Hey, I just wanted to reconnect because I didn't hear back. Hey, you still looking? Hey, like that. I kind of build off that last text and them not responding. And sometimes they just roll out and then they just die. But those are just the non-response. I don't do that to the no's. I just do that to just the non-response. It's a half a cent to put them in the ringer, and they come around great. If not, whatever.
That's a great point. Here we go. I run my business one way. Rick runs his a different way. You'll run yours yet again another way. Okay, that's just how it works. And it'll all look different, but it'll all be kind of similar. I like doing what I do because I have a team, and it's nice to keep them busy with fresh leads. I don't know, but maybe because I've lacked the tool to do it too. I recently signed up for REI Reply, and I'm kind of sticking my toe in the water on that deal, but it seems a little complicated to me. Okay, it seems a little complicated. So I'm going to start coming out with some videos and stuff on that, and maybe we can learn it a little bit together. But I don't know. I'll see if I want to keep it and use it in my business, or maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll, we'll find out. I think that's what that machine is designed to do, right? Drip on people like that. Is that right?
Yeah, it's got a lot of campaigns and different things that it does. It does like,
Yeah.
it comes with like preloaded like 30-day cold, 30-day warm, appointment sets and stuff. But yeah, it can get that. Yeah, I tried it out this week, man, and I'm not really a big fan right now.
Wu-Tang in the comments over here wants to know how often should. Yeah. That's cool though. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's way cool.
You had
How
a
o-
Wu-Tang shirt on last time too,
I
Justin. So
know. Yeah.
it brought me back to that.
He says, how often should you follow up? Days, weeks, months? And see, that's exactly what we're talking about. Is all of us have a different opinion on that topic. See, Rick does it 7 times, about 2 weeks apart. I don't do it at all.
2 to 3 weeks is what I usually do.
Yeah. If I were going to do it, I would do it I would do it 48 hours after the initial call, and then I would do it a couple weeks after. That's probably how I would try to set it up. But you might be like 48 hours. That's really quick. Yeah, it is. But so maybe
that's non-responsive though. That's there's a difference, right? So Wu-Tang needs to know that, like I do it differently. Yeah. My non-responsive is 2 to 3 weeks. If somebody responds to some oddball ass answer, then I'm going to respond immediately. You know what I mean? It's Yeah.
That's so true. That's very true. Yeah. So to be clear, Wu-Tang, yeah, we're talking about the non-responses that we get, the kind of the non-lead. So, but at some point you got to realize you're just texting Zillow. I mean, really, right? So I don't know. Everybody make your own decisions on the follow-up campaigns if you build them out in REI reply or whatever. But yeah, getting leads is not tough. I think we use it as an excuse to not make the call because we're scared of the call. That's the point, Sandra. I'm sorry. You made that point. You're exactly right. I think we use this lead thing as an excuse. It's not a good enough lead. I used to tell myself that when I was not as good as I am now. I used to say, hey, it's the lead that's the problem. These people aren't motivated. All of these people suck. I just can't, I can't work with these shitty leads.
Yeah, I think I came to that point based on the fact that you shared the whole text messages thing with us, the text messages. So if we are all sending the same text messages, based on the response you get, a lot of us are probably going to get the same response, but at the end of the day, you have to go and pick up the phone and be on that conversation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we were challenged with trying to reach people on the phone, and then that texting came around last year, and I was amazed at the response we were getting from people just texting the message that we couldn't reach on the phone.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do, and Sandra makes a good point. Everybody should change the messages up and use their own words a little bit here and there. Be cognizant of the bad words, right? And I don't mean like the F-bomb, although you shouldn't put an F-bomb in the text blast, but nevertheless, the bad words, the spammy words, they've got there's a list in that quick start course for the VIP, but yeah, I mean, just it takes a little bit of effort, a little bit of practice, but there's a lot of templates there to kind of give you something to start with. So, I find the messages are only a way to filter out that's all I'm trying to do, guys and gals. I just really want to filter out the guy that wants to yell at me and say bad words. You know what I mean? Because I'm used to that. I grew up that way. In the business, I grew up that way. Just you didn't know who you're calling. You're calling whatever. You're calling a lead that you found, calling a random number out of a newspaper. You don't know what you're doing. Who you're calling. You get a hold of them, they just eat your soul through the phone. Yeah. Like my inner child is wounded now, like I need to go weep and shit. And, I'm having bad dreams at night now. All of that. Yeah. Well, the texting was, to me, the best part about it is it just eliminates a lot of those people. I still get some of those every now and then, but for the most part, it gets rid of most of those in the process. So when I go through the leads, when they come back, the replies, you guys have seen me do it, and you've heard me say, oh, great, look at all these assholes I don't have to talk to today. Wonderful. Oh, he's a special kind of asshole. Look at the message he sent me back. Whew. I don't have to, you know what? I don't have to deal with him today. I'll just keep going. And then I'll find the ones that say yes or maybe or some type response like that. And then, it's wonderful. But even then, the yeses and the maybes, you have to, Sandra made a great point. And Mark too, you have to really know how to talk to these people. I don't know if everybody caught it, but that objections playlist, the Ninja Objections Workout, okay? It's in the VIP Quick Start course in the phone section. It's a brand new tool I put in there a week ago or so, and it's 20 minutes long. It's just audio. You can download it from there, or you can just listen to it right there from that page, and you just pump it over and over 3 times while you're on a treadmill or something, getting a walk outside or whatever you do. Just put some of these objection answers in your brain, because that's the closing part, right? Am I right? Is that when most of the objections, stalls, and questions come out? Right there at the bloody end. You've invested all this freaking time, right? You got all the way to the end. You got them all lathered up, right? And then they slip through your fingers. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So what do? You got to get better with those objections, those stalls, and questions. Those are the 3 types of things that they throw at you, right? Objections. What's an objection? Somebody tell me.
Stall.
Say that again, Ed.
A stall.
Well, no. There's objections, there's stalls, and there's questions. That's what I find. Three categories.
No, I just want cash.
Yeah, an objection would be, no, thank you. I'm objecting, pushing this offer back. It's a little more combative, maybe. That's the one we're scared of a lot, right? It's not too hard to overcome that stuff, guys. Super, super easy. Just really, really, really easy, actually.
Really want to get that done in the beginning too, Justin. But you bring it up instead of them. Get it up front. It's like one of those guts things, people are, it's like that little thing that's hiding out there. You hope it doesn't show up, but if you just shed the light on it, up early, get it out of the way, you don't have to deal with it at the end.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love it. The agenda is a lifesaver. If you guys don't know what I mean by the agenda, we're going to deal more with phone here coming up soon, I think. Topics in the VIP club coming up. Yes, that will be one of them. More phone skills.
The one thing I always want to see if you've done it, because I know I've seen Claude do it. But it's where they're role playing and they'll do like a, just I only have a couple of minutes. What do you want to offer me? And then Claude goes into he does the agenda and everything in 10 seconds. And he does it, but it's oh wow. Of course he's the dude. But yeah, do you when they tell you that, because I had 3 of them tell me that yesterday, and 2 I had to forcefully go back to them, and then they gave me some time, but then the other one just was yelling at me.
Throw it at me. Come on. I can take it. Let's go. Hit me with it. Let me see if I can. I got the juice.
All right. It was just look, I only have 2 minutes. I don't have much time. What do you got? Just make me the offer. What do you want?
Awesome. I want to make you the offer. I need to ask you a couple quick questions. You can ask me a few. If it's not a good fit, you can fire me. But really, just tell me what it is you need to have so I can fill out this agreement and get it over to you.
I just, I just need you to give me a number. What do you want? Like, I have a number in mind. Just give me a number.
Man, you're asking me to negotiate against myself here. I don't know what's happening. I'm a little confused. I know your asking price, and I'm asking you the best price you can do below that. I mean, you want me to just pick a number out of a hat? I don't know. I mean, I want what's comfortable for you. Why don't you tell me what works best for you, and I'll make that work, and I'll put that down here on this agreement, and I'll get that over to you. Does that sound good?
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. I just want to make sure that was kind of like in the same vein.
Whew, make me work. Okay. Now, other people are like, well, wait a minute. You're a wholesaler. How are you going to get it with the price that he says? And I mean, that's just getting something under contract. That's not getting a deal under contract. Now, wait a minute. Now, we didn't do the whole conversation, but also we're creative investors. And so a lot of times I put stuff under contract for what he's asking for. That's fine. That guy, though, I would probably not send him the contract. I would probably send him the letter of intent.
That's what I was gonna do with this one, because he was already. I pulled it up on Zillow real quick, and he was average of 716, and he was asking 975, and I just said, whoa, you're asking for a Bentley without any pictures? How would you want me to buy that? And then he just said, and he kind of like laughed a little bit. He's like, look, man, I'm doing upgrades to my house, and I said, look, I'll send you a letter of intent with what I can do with what I see here, but if you got more pictures, then why don't you reply to that email, then we can go from there.
Yeah. Boom.
But but the other one yelled at me. He got all. I imaged nerd glasses. And I had an image of him doing that.
Yeah.
And he started yelling at me.
Yelled at you.
Oh, dude, he was like, it's Weatherford, Texas is a small town, and he was just like, you don't mean to tell me you know what rent goes for in Weatherford? I said, sir, I do deals in metroplex cities. I said, I don't know what Weatherford rent goes for, but if I'm going to buy your property and put it on my portfolio with many others, maybe it would be nice if you could share that information with me, if that's not too much to ask, or is it? And then he was just like, you don't need to know. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm not your buyer. You have a wonderful Friday, sir. And then he's like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. You guys take too much shit off these people, right? Is that what you're trying to say, Nick? In a roundabout way?
What?
That we take too much shit off these people.
Oh yeah, dude. Just
we're trying to be all friendly and nice, and he was a little rough and mean to me, but I think we'll still go on a second date.
No, hell no. I got rough with them right back, and if they didn't calm down, then they weren't worth my time.
Yeah. You were saying something, an interaction you had the other day on the phone. I was real impressed. I don't remember what it was exactly, but I was like, man, he really took it to him on that deal.
Oh yeah, it was that guy basically how I was role playing with you. It was that same guy. Just kind of like, like, what do you want? What do you want? I just said, look, dude, like, I'm trying to talk to you about buying your house. If you want to talk, let's talk. But if not, like, don't be talking to me like that. I don't appreciate it. Either you're gonna lower your tone, have a conversation with me, or this conversation is over. It's a Friday. How do you want to end it?
Right. There you go. How many of us here in the room have the balls enough to stand up for ourselves like this on the phone? Anybody? Anybody
Yes.
else? Yeah, Sandra does. Good. I believe you, Sandra. Ed, you stand up for yourself like that?
So.
I believe so too. What happened when you stood up for yourself to the bully?
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Oh, he was like.
Oh, you asking me or Nick? Sorry.
Nick.
Okay,
I'll let you chime in right after this.
He was like, well, all right, man. Well, see what I'm doing to the house is I'm fixing up the bathrooms. I'm putting new tile. And,
so he's like humble and shit.
Yeah, He got real quick. And then he apologized. I just want to make sure you're not I said, I'm not a what? And he said, that you're not a wholesaler. I said, I told you, my name is Nick, and I'm trying to buy your house. So if you want to talk about it, let's talk. I said, keep talking if you want to keep going this way. And then he says, okay, well, I've got, then he started telling me other stuff he was doing. But I was just like not in the mood for it, man.
He broke that man down. That man's now in therapy, right? He's now in
Nick,
therapy.
Nick, how quickly did that guy in Texas come down on the price when we were on the phone with him?
Oh shoot! Like, I mean, real quick, Anthony did a one where I can't remember exactly what the words were, but it was like he wanted like 155 for his lots, right? And Anthony's like, well, look, here's what I'm gonna do. Either you're gonna take this at what we're a lot up the road just sold for this. So what do you why would I pay that? And the guy was just like, well, I mean, and he says, look, dude, I'll give you about one, I think it was like 141 for this. And we'll, we can do this today. Do you want to do this today? It was like, the guy's like, all right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, he was at 320 for the 2 lots. And he said he would do 300 if we bought them both. And I told him, yeah, I don't know if I'm your buyer at 300. I'm going to have to, jump off the phone, crunch some numbers. I'm probably not your buyer because the comp is 137. But let me think about it and I'll call you back. And the guy wouldn't let me off the phone. He's like, I'll take 285 for them both. So then I tried to get him for 280, but it didn't fly. In any event, we have him under contract.
Bada bang, bada boom. Yeah. Good. Sandra, your turn. I'm sorry you had to wait. Did I cut you off, Sandra?
No, you didn't. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I'm sorry. I'm from Connecticut. We're all rude up here.
I can't hear you going in and out. But I had the same experience recently where we had a conversation on the phone and we came to the numbers and I sent out the agreement and stuff like that, right? And then he came back in the email was like, oh, I just did a research and all that stuff. He was asking for like $10,000 more than doing than we had agreed on. And I was like, oh, that's not going to be working for me and my funder partners. And he's like, sending me emails. He's like, okay, I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this, do this, And I got on the phone with him. I'm like, listen, me and you talked, we had an agreement. And I was going to send you this. And you coming back and saying to me that you want $10,000 more than what we had agreed to when we talked on the phone, So, and I was like, it's not going to work. He's like, well, Miss Sandra. I was like, oh, he's calling me Sandra. Like, that's cute. First, because it was just like, you're a female. You don't know what you're doing. That's another thing too that happens. You're a female. You don't know what you're doing.
It happens a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm a female. I don't know what I'm doing, but this is the bottom line. I'm going to, can you meet me over here or not? And he's like begging me and stuff again, sending me all these emails, but yeah. So it's like the reluctant buyer.
Yeah. That's a great point too. If you're a female here in this business, Sandra struck on a great point here that there is a lot of that goes around. I used to have a female acquisitions manager, and she would tell me that a lot. She would say, this Justin, will you call this guy? That's what I did. Like that. Why do I need to call this guy? Well, he thinks that all women are stupid. And I was like, oh, one of these guys. Okay. So I discovered that there's 2 types of female voices that work. And that is the, hi, my name is Larissa. And I was calling about a property over on Wabash Avenue. Like that. Like all sexy and sultry.
I would sell my house in a heartbeat.
Okay. Right? And then there's the mean boss lady voice. I think Sandra's got the boss lady voice down pretty good. Sandra, you got a strong boss lady voice?
Oh, I do? Okay.
I think you do. You sound like you do to me. That's not a bad thing. I find one of those two styles works. And
Justin, you do that voice way too well. I think you may have run your own 1-900 number back.
That's exactly what it was. And I made millions of dollars taking out small ads in classified papers all across the country. You guys
Mark,
remember
you
that?
think I have a bossy voice, Mark?
I think this is gonna be like objections MP3 version 2 with whatever the girl's name was.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Slightly edited.
Yeah. If I was to give you everything at closing, do we have a deal?
If I was to open up the coffers, if I was to open them up real deep for you.
Oh God, real deep, really, Justin? Real deep? Oh God, here we go.
That's horrible.
Sandra, don't listen to these fools, okay? I don't mean the guys in our group.
Oh man.
Come on, Mark. What do you have to say though when it comes to Justin? Say real deep.
Are you talking about you? You
what I
talking
meant
about
was-
you? No, she's good. Sandra's good. She's direct and to the point.
Exactly.
No doubt.
There are a lot of heavy hitters, women in this industry, so don't listen to those guys. that
Oh
don't
yes. Oh
It's
yes.
very sexist, yeah. So
It
I
is.
just gotta try to do the best that I can. I was talking to even the same seller. He was like, ask the people. You don't know what you're doing. Ask other people, because I said my funny partner, so he assumed that they were male. He was like, well, ask those other guys. What they're doing, stuff like that. So.
And he expected you to go, oh yeah, okay. That sounds cool. I'll talk to them and see what they say. And you didn't do that though, did you?
Of course not. The hell you think I am?
Hell no. Hell no. That's right. You gotta get in charge. You gotta live large and in charge on the phone, right? You gotta stay in charge. Is it ever okay for that other person to be in charge of the phone call?
Hell no.
Hey, Nick, tell us a little bit about DJ radio voice.
Oh yeah.
What is that? This is a male voice technique.
Yeah, this is me getting soft. It's like, so if I'm trying to really prove a point or get them to slow down and come down to my level, like if they say like, well, listen, like I got to move today and this has got to be done quick. And I don't have time to waste anymore. So you don't have time to waste. And I'll just stay quiet. And then they'll just say, I don't have any time to waste. I got to move quick. Well, how do we move quick? What would you want me to do?
That's great.
And then they're like, well, look, listen, if you could make this quick and give me this down, whatever.
Yeah. That's great. That's beautiful. I do that too, but I didn't know it was called DJ radio voice. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. I have fun with it. Maybe it's not for everybody, but I have a great time with it.
Corey's really good at that too. He doesn't even know it.
You didn't know you were doing a DJ radio voice, sir, Corey?
He's perfect, man. He's like,
give us a little taste of the flavor, Corey. Give us a little taste of the flavor.
A little taste of the flavor. Man, I don't know.
There we go. That's the taste of flavor right there.
Well,
I get right to it.
Ooh, jazz.
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, maybe not. What do you want to
Smooth. Smooth. That's
yeah,
good.
man. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna share screens here because we have some business to take care of, and that is the phone bingo of the week. Yeah. Woo. Anybody got a bingo for the week? Anybody? We got Nick? Anybody else? Hold on, let me get back where I can look at you. We got Nick. Anybody else? I heard Jerry had one, and who else? Jerry's not with us here this morning. I mean, he's with us, but not like here.
He's not deceased.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so anybody else with a bingo? Just Nick? All right. Who was it? Who else was it? Jerry and who else? Somebody said in the VIP chat room yesterday. Does anybody remember? That other individual must not be here either. Well, oh, I think it was Corey. Corey, didn't you have a bingo? Did somebody say Corey had a bingo?
No, I don't have one, man. I got close. I didn't
Okay.
get one.
Did anybody have any deals signed this week? Okay.
I had deals signed this week, but I'm not trying to celebrate yet because I have to close on the other side. So
Okay, I don't care. Yeah, I'll celebrate for you. Is that cool? You don't want to spin on the magic wheel?
no,
Man.
no, not unless I get that, not unless I get that money and stuff like that. So I feel like it's a little premature and stuff like
All
that.
right. Well, I know, but
I'm hoping to have some good news soon. So
I'm hoping for that good news too. I want to ring cowbells and I want to spin the magic wheel for anybody that's getting deals. I done spun the wheel for her today, just getting it under contract. But she wants to hold off till she finds the dispo side. Well,
yeah, exactly.
Anybody else in here got a deal this week or something like that they put together?
Yeah, I got a couple this week also.
Okay, all right.
Congrats, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, good job, Nick.
Thank you.
Because if you got a deal this week, meaning you got the seller to sign something, okay, your letter of intent or your purchase and sale agreement or whatever.
Yeah, Anthony and I got one, and then I got some others. So it was a good week.
Anthony, that was who it was. Anthony, do you get a free spin? Does Anthony get a spin?
I stopped playing that game back in high school, man.
Not spin the bottle, man. Everybody's like, spin the bottle. What's that? All the millennials and Gen Zers are like, spin the bottle. That game sounds like what poor people would play. It was.
It was.
It was, yeah.
We were poor.
Well, I tell you, it was really cool if you won. You know what I mean? Like if it landed on the right girl or whatever,
What is it? Was it 2 minutes in heaven or whatever?
7 minutes.
Here we go. Here we go.
It takes 7 minutes, not
down the rabbit hole.
Not 2 minutes.
Well, yeah.
Oh, hey, by the way, guys, Monday VIP, the private VIP sessions that we do throughout the week. Monday, we had planned to do Trello and the day-to-day tasks. I'm going to move that to Tuesday this week because on Monday, we've got Brandon Simmons coming in as a guest. And y'all know Brandon. He's one of our own VIP members here too, but he's not just known from that, but but he is one of ours. He's going to do a basic creative seller financing training session. And I believe he's going to give away one of his virtual pass to his creative finance summit coming up.
Oh, yeah, dude.
This month. So anyway, don't miss that, guys. So we got that coming up on Monday. I know everybody's really interested in seller finance. Is that Anthony talking?
Yeah, I'm talking over you, man. I was just catching what day it was. Monday.
Yeah, Monday. So if you're looking for the nuts and bolts, okay, without getting screwed, Monday. That's it. Monday. Okay. Did y'all like that? If you're looking for the nuts and bolts without that's cheesy car salesman stuff right there. Okay. We got to spin the wheel. Bingo, phone bingo. I guess we're spinning for Nick and Anthony. That's it, right? Anthony, you get one. Nick gets one. All right. Well, next week I think we'll play it one more time, and that'll be it. All right, for the phone bingo, because we'll have played 3 rounds. So, if you haven't got the download on the card, just go get it, y'all. If you're in the VIP club, it's at the VIP Quick Start course. Just go download it. It's real easy to find. It'll pop right up as soon as you get there. Download that thing and let's play. It's really easy to play. I'll give you this week. I'll make it easier. I'll give you 1 extra free space. Okay. So if you're 4 in any direction and you need that last one, I'll give you the free bonus one. I'm trying to entice you to get busy on the phone, y'all, because that's where the money is. All right. Let's spin for Nick. You want a warm-up spin this week?
No, man, let's just ride it. I got lucky on that first one last time.
All right. Hold on. Let me make sure the nut's tight enough back here so it doesn't spin off. All right. Oh, we got some new ones on here today. Y'all remember donate? That's where you got to pick another person and then they get to spin and you both win the prize.
Mm-hmm.
We also now have of course, the Club T 3-minute timer. That's the shut up money one. Okay, 3-minute timer. Club T, $20 towards lunch. 3-minute timer. Okay, here's song plus 2. And that means that you have to, if you land on this, you have to sing us a song and then you get 2 extra spins. Okay. Nick, do you sing?
Hey, you're about to find out.
Do you know any Milli Vanilli tunes?
Oh shit!
You know, I do, but I have to get the other guy to play the tape for me, so I can.
Oh, blame it on the rain that was falling.
Sing it, man. Sing it.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't give a shit who sang it. It was fucking good.
Justin, you're a beast.
All right. We got the hoodie. All right. Anything? Oh, wait a minute. No sorry on the board. This week we got a $100 bill.
Hot damn.
$100 bill.
Oh, shit.
Look at this right here, guys. I'm going to show it to you right here. It's a $100 bill.
It's crisp.
It's direct straight from wish.com. Over here it has the wish.com thing.
Oh Lord.
In fact, if you land on that prize today, I'm going to double your winnings. You get 2 of these.
Can I get an amen?
I don't advise you trying to spend them anywhere. They will take you in.
Oh my God.
I can't even believe they sell it. That's a good looking replica, y'all. That's a good looking replica. It's crazy. And I got it for like $2. I got like $1,000. All right, let's spin this bad boy. Nick Gonzalez, here we go. We're having a good time now. What will it be? What will it be? Uh-oh. The Club T.
Woo!
Now you get that. Last week you had the sweatshirt, won the hoodie, but this week you get the tee, which looks just like the hoodie, except
it's in gray. Yeah, it's a tee.
Good
Nice
job, Nick.
Hey, thanks.
Now you just need the baseball cap and you'll have all the apparel.
Yeah, I know. I need to pin it.
That's it. And the tattoo. There's not. You got to get the tattoo. Yeah. The tattoo is the image of me with the phone and the muscles and the dove.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Only put it on your lower back.
Yeah, like it's total tramp stamp.
That's a California license plate, y'all. Right?
Crazy.
Well, we'll get that out to you this week too, Nick. Congratulations.
Thanks,
we have to spend one more time for Anthony here. So, Anthony, what are you hoping to win here?
I'm hoping not to have to sing a Milli Vanilli song.
Yeah, baby. You remember that one? Don't forget my number. That was Milli Vanilli, y'all.
Wow.
No,
Man,
that's what I was talking about. You're like a cat. You have 9 lives. You've done so many things. That's what I was talking about earlier.
You guys are a lot of fun.
I'm picturing you in dreads with a backwards cap, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, Anthony, you're up, buddy. You ready? All right, here we go. We're spinning for you.
Round and round she goes. Where it will stop, nobody knows.
Nope. What'll happen?
Were you a carny in a past life?
Song plus $2, $100 from Wish.com.
No shit.
That's great. Oh my God. All right. Well, you know what, Anthony, I'll dig a little bit deeper into the wallet and I'll pull out a real Ben Franklin. I'll get that for you. Send me your PayPal information, and I'll just I'll send you $100 on PayPal for your winnings.
How about just apply it toward the club?
Hey, there you go. There you go. That means you get 2 months for free. Holy shit.
That's the best prize ever.
The best thing ever. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, dude. Well, good. Congratulations to you fellas. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for playing. It's a lot of fun to play with you. And
I don't like the way that sounded.
I was thinking of it in a Mr. Rogers kind of way, and so yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah, but it is fun to have fun with you guys and gals. Thank you so much for everything you guys add to the club here, and being here and participating, adding in your 2 cents, and sometimes more, sometimes a little less, but it's always good. And
nonetheless, you made it rhyme.
I would have been a poet. Yeah.
And you would know it.
I would know it. Yeah, I would. So does anyone have any questions or anything that we can assist with before we call it a day today? Anything we can do to help you today? I'm glad you're a part of the club here. Everybody that looks like they're in the Zoom room here is club members. I forgot to even open it up to anybody else. So don't forget Monday, big time, Brandon Simmons. Monday night, Steve Driscoll. Okay, so that's deal or no deal. You'll want to bring your deals. Okay, if you don't have a deal and you want to work on learning deal strategy, bring a fake deal. Make one up. Okay, it'll be a great learning tool for you. I mean, let's just work on the strategy of doing out of the box real estate transactions. Okay, that's really what Steve is focusing on those nights now, and it's really a good thing, because we all need to learn how to think about these things a little bit differently than we do. You know what I mean? Analyzing these deals a little bit better than we do, seeing them, seeing the opportunities where we're not seeing them now. Yeah. So that's kind of what Monday nights is about. Of course, Tuesday I'll be back with the Trello and the day-to-day. We're going to set up your day-to-day tasks this week and get you kind of started on what you should be doing every day. And then Wednesday, Victor Walker. Thursday, Mark Richardson. Friday, Arturo. And then we'll spin the wheel again next week. It's a big week. Oh, Nick Gonzalez on Wednesday night. I don't know. There's so much shit going on here, man. I can't even remember it all. Yeah, man. Nick's the last 2 weeks, the last 3. What has it been? 3 weeks now, or 2 weeks?
No, I think it's been 4 actually.
4?
Yeah. Wait,
wow.
3 or 4, one of the two.
Yeah, I think 3. It's been good though, dude. Every week it's been dynamite. If you're not getting that, if you're new in the business, you need to help get set up and like, how do I get organized? How do I get my stuff positioned where I can do the right stuff here? Man, he is next level on that. All right. Tactical startup on Wednesday nights. All right, everybody. So not to mention the call lab. If you want to plug into the call lab, we just got lots of stuff going on here for you to plug into. Now, I know you can't plug into all of it, but plug into some of it, okay? The stuff that you need. The calling lab with Mark, it's 10 a.m. Central Time throughout the week.
Justin?
Yeah.
We had an earthquake on the calls this morning.
What? Where?
Yeah, we I think Mark was making a call on his call lab, and I thought I was muted, and I let out a big belch, and he was talking.
Me and Ed were laughing so hard we couldn't even like contain ourselves. It was like so funny.
Well,
We do a lot of laughing on that show on that time for
It's
sure.
fun,
There's no
it's
doubt
fun.
about it.
Mark, thank you so much for creating that. Honestly,
It's a blast. I look forward to it every day.
it is
Yeah,
really
helps
cool.
me a lot.
Yeah,
At least
Corey was on fire this week, man. He was freaking unbelievable. So
Exactly.
Man.
Corey this morning.
I know.
I know, man. I got caught up busy with some other
And
crap,
hey-
man. I missed it.
Julia too has been on fire.
I know.
We would call
Julia,
Yeah.
you've been killing it, Julia.
Yeah, she is.
Ellen
good,
called her
man.
the what did he call her? He called her the harmless investor, because she's so nice. But then now she's been making all these awesome calls, and now she is the ninja investor. She is like, it's awesome.
Yeah, she's gotten aggressive.
Yeah.
Last week or two.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Have a good teachers there.
she's got the boss voice, the boss lady voice, right?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, transforming. I don't like it,
It's good.
but I am.
It's good.
You're doing great, Julia. You're doing really awesome. Just keep going. You're doing really great. You sound really awesome. You know, ask the questions and stuff like that. Just keep going. You're doing awesome.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Of course.
Such an encouraging group of people here. I really respect that and appreciate that of everyone. You know, if I felt like there were people here that just didn't believe in that and didn't operate that way, I'd probably just get rid of them. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, not like that, but I mean, like, out of the group. Because we gotta have peace and a positive atmosphere, because we can't learn in a stressful environment. Y'all believe that? Can't learn in a
Yeah.
stressful environment. Phew. It's stressful enough as it is without somebody else making it complicated. And so, you know, I'm proud of this group. Everybody really seems to, for the most part, give a shit, and that's
Yeah.
pretty special. You know, you don't find that everywhere. Matter of fact, you don't find that nowhere. So, love you guys. Anything else, guys, we can talk about before we wrap up here? Anything else? Been a pretty good session. We didn't do a whole lot, but I feel like we did a lot, but we didn't. You know, that's all right. Saturday's a little bit laid back. It's an open forum, so we try not to get too complicated on Saturdays. Plus, we got to spend for phone bingo. We got a big week coming up. Anybody got phone calls they got to make today? Anybody? I know I do.
I do.
I got a bunch.
Want to make some anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody tell me how you gonna start the phone call. The first one. Corey, let's role play.
Okay.
I'm the homeowner. Ring, ring. Hello.
Hey, is the home? I'm calling about the home for sale.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
hey,
it.
how you doing?
Good. What's
Hey,
up?
good.
That's us. We got a house for sale at 123 Apple Cart Way.
Oh, okay. Cool. And who am I speaking with?
This is Pete.
Pete. Okay, Pete. Good to meet you. My name is Corey. And I was me and my wife were trying to find a cool property, and I think I seen your house on Zillow. Can you tell me a little bit about the house? Well, you know, I mean, if you don't mind, can I ask you a few questions, and then maybe you can ask me a couple of questions, and then maybe we can come out with a solution to help us both.
Yeah,
Is
that
that
sounds
okay?
good. Yeah, what do you need to know, man? Okay,
Okay.
Great
Time
job.
out.
Great job. You see how it's starting to, he was smooth like silk, right? You know, just smooth. That's the agenda. What's the hardest part of the agenda, y'all?
Just starting it.
The
Yeah, I
first
guess
6
so.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first 6 seconds is the hardest, right? Once
Yeah.
you just get going on it, spit them words out. You know what I mean? Y'all notice
Yeah.
I stutter every now and then a little bit. Okay. And sometimes it's hard for me to spit words out. They get stuck between my teeth, and I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard. You just gotta take a breath. Remember to breathe. Y'all notice y'all ever notice when you're on the phone, you're talking at the bottom of your lungs? And or you're got that going on. You know what I'm talking about? That little panting breath shit going on. Yeah, you got to break that. Yeah, Mr. Homeowner, it's Justin. Saw your house online. Was wanting to ask you a few questions. You could ask me a few. Yep. If it's not a good fit, you could fire me. But I bet that's how that house is gone, right? Okay. I'm a little more. There's a little more life and power behind it now. I took a deep breath and kind of controlled my body a little bit.
Yeah.
It's huge in your posture. Now Corey did a great job. I'm just saying for everybody, just remember when you're getting on the phone, you got to remember your posture a little bit and your breathing, because if you don't, you end up communicating weakness, and that's not what you want.
Okay.
Love you guys. We'll practice some more on the phone too coming up. I'm really excited about that. I got some things I want to do. Anybody else got anything? Anything else?
I love being a part of this group, man.
Corey, we love you being a part of this group.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you on the flip side then next week. Okay. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Okay.
Have a good May Day.
Yep. May Day #1. That's right.
That's right.
All right. Adios.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks,
Y'all have a
Justin.
good weekend. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.